Another possible entrant joins me right now, Asa Hutchinson, the former governor of Arkansas. Governor, I'll ask you what I was trying to get out of them. Are you going to make a White House run?
Well, the political landscape is just as unpredictable as Tom Brady's future. And Nikki Haley, of course, looks like is going to be in there. But as you pointed out, there's going to be a number of candidates in there. And I'll be in South Carolina actually tomorrow. 2 weeks, I'll be in Iowa. And so this is what you do, whether you declare early or declare later. The important thing is a conservative message out there that is solution oriented. And that's what I think the Republicans need to focus on, are solutions for our future, whether it's the border or whether it's violent crime or too much spending. And that's what I think there are a number of people engaged in. As you said, it's going to be a bigger field, but I don't think we should fear that. We should embrace that and say it's going to be an exciting time, but also a very important time to help direct the future of our party and our country.
You know, Governor, she apparently made a call to Donald Trump to say that she was running. I wonder if you are entertaining or running, that you would do the same thing.
Well, that remains to be seen as to that decision point. But the fact is, of course, Nikki Haley previously had a position that she was not going to run against Trump and has reversed that, it appears. Right. And so perhaps that necessitated a call. I don't know that dynamics. I didn't have a conversation with President Trump before he announced. I was very clearly early last year in what I call the non-Trump lane. And while I campaigned for Trump in 2016, I think that he is not the best for the future of our party or our country. And so I'm in a different place. And so it's focusing on an optimistic message about our future that is solution oriented. And that's what I think is critically important. And that's why I'm going to various states, continuing that message. We'll see where that decision leads. You know,
Governor Franklin Graham, the Reverend, had been a very big supporter of Donald Trump as president, liked a lot of the things he did. But when I spoke with him earlier today on Fox Business, which if you don't get, Governor, you should demand, but you've been on Fox Business, so you already got it. But my point is, he was saying maybe Donald Trump's time has come and gone. I want you to react to this from Mr. Graham.
I think he's a great president, but where the country's moving on, he's getting older, and I'm not sure, who will be running against. I'm not sure what other Republicans are going to throw their hat in the ring, that kind of stuff. So I'm just staying out of it, and I did in 2016. I never came out and endorsed Donald Trump. I support him in the sense when he was president, I did everything I could to help him because he was my president, and I'm glad that he was our president.
You know, Governor, say what you will, we're setting up another 2016 where I think you had 20 Republicans running for president, and Donald Trump managed in that crowded field to sort of pick them off. You could also say tick them off one at a time and just amassing more delegates because he got just a few more votes and then a lot more votes than each and all of them in primary after primary. Could the same thing work to his benefit? The very thing that he didn't want because he seemed to think it would be disloyal for anyone to challenge him actually helps him?
Well, I mean, that's the argument that some would make. And that's a question that is raised by the donor base, that's raised by everyone who's looking at the presidential politics. Are we going to have too many in there? First of all, I don't think we'll have the same number that we had in 2016. Secondly, Donald Trump is a known quantity. Of what he did in 2016, I don't believe is repeatable. And then thirdly, just as Reverend Graham said, it's time to move on. And while there's a regard for what happened, some of the good things during his administration, particularly the evangelical base is saying, let's have someone that brings out the goodness of America and not appeals to our worst instincts. And so that is reflective across the base, and that's why it's going to be very competitive with ones that are in there. We shouldn't fear multiple candidates. Iowa's going to do a great job of looking at them, focusing, winnowing it out. New Hampshire will. And so the process will work. We just have to give it time.
Got it. Governor, always good catching up with you. Governor Asa Hutchinson of the state of Arkansas, the former governor.